Well, good morning, everyone. We are on our way with the aid shipment to Ukraine. So these two vehicles behind me, the van and that black SUV, will be two of our three vehicles in the convoy. They're loaded up with food. Yesterday we grabbed a bunch of food and diapers and a bunch of products that we'll be taking across the border. It's about a 6-hour drive, so it's a long time, but we are very excited to be part of what God is doing. Since I haven't been on camera a lot this trip, I thought I would take the opportunity to host this part of the journey. So follow along and we'll take you into Ukraine. So we are nearing our first stop on the trip, which is still in Poland. It's been raining for a while, and we just saw the first sign for Lviv or Lviv, and then God showed us a giant full rainbow. So we're taking that as a positive sign that God's got us, and that this will be a peaceful trip. So we'll keep you in the loop. All right, we made it to our first stop on the journey for what we are affectionately calling second breakfast, but most importantly, bathrooms after 3.5 hours in the car. So we're gonna head inside, get a little refreshed, and then head back on the road soon. So it turns out you need some paperwork to get into Ukraine right now, so we are just making sure that all the cars have it. We don't want to get into problems at the border. And now it's time to leave the McCafe and head back on the road. We're about 2 hours from Lviv, probably half of that to the border, so we will keep you updated as we go, but it's exciting. We're all ready to bring all this food to where it's needed. Just a quick stop for gas or LPG, as the case may be here, and then we'll be back on the road. Well, we've made it to the Ukrainian border. We are just in line to get all our papers looked at, and yeah, things are pretty cool. Exciting news in that we got bumped to the front of a priority line, I'm assuming because we're an aid shipment. So we'll see how that goes. Hey everybody, and welcome to Ukraine. We've made it through the border pretty quickly and easily, and now we're going to go drop stuff off at Lviv. Alright everybody, so we've arrived in Ukraine at the church, the Jesus Church, and we are about to unload. We're just waiting for the pastor to arrive. Oh, this is an adventure. Yesterday a missile hit a building here in Lviv, and today another 3 or 4 missiles hit. The Red Cross pulled out yesterday, and they've halted their operations. So we are here right now, and we're trying to help. So. Bill's going to chat with Pastor Roman here at the church about just a few of the things that they're doing here ministry-wise as they struggle through air raids and other problems of the war.
Hi everybody, I'm standing here with my friend Roman, a new friend. He's the pastor of this church here in Lviv, Ukraine. We just arrived and we've just unpacked part of our load here. This food here, can you tell us, Roman, what's going to happen to this food? Where does it go?
We're gonna send this food toward our 6 centers, volunteer centers, that with one of the organizations we open up in Kyiv region. It's in the towns like Gostomel, Bucha, Irpin, Nemyshaevo, and so we're gonna share this food with those volunteer centers.
What are the conditions in those places like?
After the deoccupation, let's say, a lot of infrastructure destroyed, houses. So people are looking for help.
Yeah.
Usually it's at churches or places where they could come and get some food, charge their phones, things like that. Now it's better and better every day with the infrastructure, let's say. But in terms of like food and jobs, it's hard there. So they appreciate any type of help.
Okay.
Especially those who lost everything, when their houses been destroyed.
Yeah.
So they really dependent on others.
So this is just an example of how the church is networking. Our churches in Canada are helping to provide this food. These guys are getting it to the places where it's required. Now we were just talking a minute ago here. Yesterday, missiles hit Lviv, and how many was it yesterday?
For the whole Ukraine, it was 94 missiles.
Yeah.
On this area, it was 15.
We got 15 missiles,
Yes.
and then we were just talking this morning. 3 or 4 more missiles hit.
Yes.
And this church is surrounded by apartment buildings. And I asked him, "What do you do when the alarm goes off?" And he told me all the people from these apartment buildings come to the church because you have a shelter.
We have a shelter. We have a basement, so all those people are coming downstairs.
Okay, let's go down there.
Okay, let's
have a look.
I'll show you.
All right.
Okay.
Okay, so Roman is taking us down here. This is where they come when the alarm sounds, from these surrounding apartment buildings. Hey. Okay, hang on. All right, here we are in the shelter, and as soon as we come in, we got all these youth groups. Say hi, guys. Hi. There they are. Okay. Yeah. And so here we are. And how many people were down here?
Today was 80 people.
80 people.
80 people. Yesterday it was even more. So sometimes they even go left room and then corridors up there.
Yeah.
All of this is covered in So
Okay.
we can see. They clean up some chairs, but everything with the
Yeah.
chairs.
Everything is just full here, right in the hallways and everything.
The chairs up to the restrooms.
Okay.
So.
All right. Well, listen, we're in the dark here. I hope you can still see us, but hopefully this is going to give you an idea of how to pray better for our brothers and sisters here in Ukraine.
Thank you. Yeah. Appreciate your help and your prayers a lot.
Yeah.
And your support. Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you.
We're now at our second location in Lviv, dropping off more supplies. This is a lot of tea, I believe some space heaters, more food. That's all getting put on pallets over there and being sent off to other places in Ukraine. It's being organized by the pastor of the church here in Ukraine and his contacts, so hopefully all these goods will get to where they're going soon. So here at this location, this business, you bring your goods, put them on pallets like you see in the back, then they wrap it up and we'll ship it wherever you want to. So it's called New Post, not in Russian, it's not, but that's the English translation, and that's how we're going to get all these goods to where they need to be. All right, everybody. We're now at the end of our day. We are staying with Pastor Roman in his house. We just had dinner with everybody and are just bunking down so we can get some sleep before we get up early, hopefully before any air raid sirens go off in the city. But if they do, we'll sort that out when it happens. But for now, it's bedtime. Well, good morning, everybody. It's now day 2 in Ukraine. We're just getting all packed up and ready to have a little breakfast at Roman's house, the pastor here. And then we will head back to Poland. Well, we've arrived at the Ukrainian border, which is somewhere that way. It looks like we're going to be waiting for a while until we get through this lineup, which I've got a book, we've got some food, sleeping bags if need be. But as you can see, it's a lot grayer here than it was in Lviv when we left. So yeah, we'll wait, we'll see what happens, and just practice our patience. All right, it's now been about 2.5 hours, and we are through both borders. We've gone through the Ukrainian border crossing, which took most of the time. There's a lot of people in line up there, probably close to half a kilometer of lineup, which wasn't long considering it could have been much longer in the kilometers range. But we got through there and then got through the Polish side really quickly. My driver here, Pavel, he's worked with the border crossing, so he got us through real quick. But we're now going to continue on back to Warsaw by way of Lublin, and that will be the end of this leg of the journey. So we'll have a few more shots and then we'll call it a night. Well, we almost made it home without any problems, but as we drew closer to Lublin, here in Poland, the front car in our convoy, this van, has got some fuel problems. Its engine was smoking a bit and pulled over and realized it is leaking fuel. So we're going to try and get that fixed, or get someone here to get it fixed. But at least we're back in Poland and not having to deal with this in Ukraine. So God is good. I've now been back in Poland for a few days, and I've had some time to think about this trip and what it was all about. And I think my main takeaway is this, that the people of Ukraine have been through hell. and they need our help. They need resources, they need food, they need supplies. They need our prayers. But their spirit is not broken. There is still joy in the midst of all this suffering. Their spirits are still strong. God has not forgotten the people of Ukraine, so let's not forget them either. Blessings upon you.